Hi guys, I'm back again, surprisingly, despite a lack of availability to get to tunnels these days. But I've got a video from Slough Fort. So you enter the main gates and you've got like the officer's kitchen and some guard cells, and to be honest, there aren't that many remaining features, but like the actual rooms are still there. And this fort has been looked after by the preservation, so that's like actually decent compared to most forts. Here in the guard rooms, you can see where walls have been removed from where cells originally were. I can't remember why, but you can see a firing slit just in case, enemy invaded. Because these were guard cells for the soldiers if they got too drunk. These are just toilets, and they're in the centre of the fort, which was made slightly smaller when they moved the guns from inside to the top of the fort and turned the inside into casemates or barracks. Here are the toilets and the showers. Well, that's the showers, and the toilets are next door. And whoever painted that, the workers think were smoking something. It looks kind of 60s to me. And here we have a tunnel that interests me because it's got ventilation bricks, which are usually on magazines, but there is no magazine to be found. And the staff reckon there are underground magazines in these places. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, these are the casemates. They're originally for the guns, but then where that that thing in the wall, where that is, it was originally deeper so they could have guns out towards the sea, but they backfilled it and turned it into sleeping areas. So, pretty cool if you want to have an overnight stay at a fort. Except they don't do that anymore. Bit more recent history on the fort. It was reused for stables, I believe, and possibly a zoo back when there was a fun fair, I heard, but I'm not sure if that bit's true. But yeah, one of the rooms we just passed were also a married quarters. Then here's what's believed to be the stairs going down to where the magazines would be, but it's just labelled lamp room. Then this is the coal storage room, which is apparently haunted by ghosts, as it's the coldest room. But I personally doubt that's why it's cold. I think if it's near the magazines, then it could have something to do with how ammo is meant to be kept cold. And there's a kitchen with no signs of being a kitchen, but it's still there, which is good. And anyway, we're about to go up the spiral stairs. And there's a hole here, which I believe originally connected up to the magazine, well, what we think are the magazines, and the bit with the sign saying lamp room over it. And on top of the fort is where the guns were moved to. Well, the replacement guns were. That replaced the downstairs guns. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting fort, this one, because it's smaller. And even when it was full size, it was still smaller than the rest. And that was a picture of a dismantled tower that they don't know why it was demolished, but they didn't even know it existed until some people found a photo of it and gave it to the fort. And then, if you didn't know, guns went on these rings. People. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is where you'd be able to look around and see the enemy and the guns that would shoot out towards the River Thames, and that's a rangefinder. Pretty cool, funky device. Yeah, and there were 2 wing batteries with 2 sets of guns on each side, and they went out even further and they could shoot Sheppey. Well, I'm in trouble then. And that's where Garrison Point Fort is, which, by the way, if you are into forts, I'd recommend you research that more than most urban explorers do, because that fort has a lot more history than people realise. When they hear it's in the docks and stuff, they're like, oh, whatever. But they don't realise that the only other fort with a design that's almost the same is all the way in Cornwall. And it's one of the only types of these forts, the ring forts, with 2 floors overground. It was also used in the Cold War and stuff, but I'll shut up about that because there's loads I can go on about including how it's connected to Grain Tower. But yeah, this has been Slough Fort, and I didn't film the magazines, but I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next episode of Rent Insane Urbex.